I'm in the spirit to get into some things. So the call lines will be open as well. All right. So let's get into who we gonna get into first. Let's get into Chrissy and Yandy. Okay, so you guys know by this point, I don't really like Yandy. Chrissy last night had Yandy shook. Yandy is a liar. I think Yandy's a beautiful woman, but Yandy is just something about her spirit I don't like. Something about her is like I do anything for clout, and then something about Yandy gives me very press panini, very much so. I wasn't the pretty girl, or maybe I wasn't the popular girl. Maybe I was always the girl with the brains. I was never the one at the forefront, but at some point she wanted to be the sexy forefront, fashionable, pretty, considered, the one that was considered the more attractive. She just wants to be the Beyonce of whatever group she's in. You can tell she's always been the Michelle. Okay. And so at this point, she's like, screw it. I was the Michelle. I grew to the Kelly Rowland, but now I am Beyonce and I want to be her and no one is going to stop me from being that. So anyway, that's the reason why I don't like her. Also, I don't like her because she throws a rock and hides her hand, and she's a coward. I can't take a person who talks crap about people and then they throw the rock and hide their hand. Like, don't be afraid to be confronted when you are throwing shade or when you're coming for someone. All right, so her and Kimbella. I don't have a picture of Kimbella right now up here, but you guys know Kimbella. Kimbella's the light-skinned chick that Chrissy Lampkin beat up. She was dating Joel Santana, and her and Yandy were best friends. However, her and Yandy are not best friends anymore. Okay, let me pull it. Let me do the right thing. What are we rushing for? It's Christmas. It's Christmas. What are we rushing for? Let me pull up Kimbella. I should have did this. Okay, so this is a good picture of Kimbella. Okay, let's do Kimbella. Okay. Okay, boom, we're going to add Kimbella in here. Okay, so you see this is Kimbella. Okay, so let's get into the tea. So pretty much what happens is Kimbella and Chrissy are cool now. Even though Chrissy dogged her out about 9 years ago. Yandy doesn't like that Kimbella and Chrissy are cool. Yandy and Chrissy still haven't been able to be cool. If you guys haven't watched my last video, make sure you guys go check that video out. I feel like this season is going to be surrounded by Yandy and Chrissy and who is the queen of this actual series or this franchise in New York. So, it got a little bit messy when Kimbella, Yandy, Jonathan, and Sin Santana, Joe Budden's wife or girlfriend, sat down and had like a kiki session. So basically, Sin Santana actually started it. Sin brought up the fact that Chrissy was losing her home due to foreclosure and it got sold. So Yandy goes and pulls up the article on the blogs and reads it and insinuates that, the reason why, he might have lost his home is because she stopped managing Jim Jones, which is Chrissy's boyfriend. So she stopped managing Jim Jones at the time. And so Kimbella was like, well, Yandy, that's very, very messy. Why would you do that? Like, why would you say that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what is all that about? And then Yandy's like, well, what? It is what it is. They go into even more detail. And then Jonathan, the gay boy, which I don't like because gay people always get this rap about being very, very messy. Now, mind you, Jonathan is supposed to be Yandy's friend and he's supposed to be Chrissy's friend. Let me pull up messy Jonathan. I think I got to, let me see. Let me just do it the right way. I wasn't going to pull him up, but now I'm going to pull him up. Jonathan, messy. He goes and asks Kimbella, well, how close really are you with Chrissy? Because, you seem very, very pressed. Basically, you seem mad that we're discussing it. All right. So let's listen to it. I have the audio and then we'll continue to talk. So let's listen to the audio. So this is the first audio. Well, actually, you know what? Let's not do that. Let's wait. And then you guys will be the judge. So then Kimbella goes and tells Chrissy what happened at the brunch. And then Jonathan throws a party for his fragrance launch and invites all the girls there. So then Chrissy confronts Yandy about, what she said. And Yandy basically made it seem like, I didn't say that. I was there for you. I had your, it wasn't like that. It wasn't like that. I didn't see it like that. I didn't mean it like that. She got real choked up. She got real scared because Chrissy is about that life. Chrissy like, girl, I will knock the out you. You know what I mean? I knocked I beat your mother. Like, yeah, all that. You know what I'm saying? And Yandy, she don't really want that smoke, but she's being kind of condescending, slightly passive aggressive. And I cannot stand a passive aggressive and condescending person because they just don't talk to me. Don't, you know what I mean? You be ready to pop them hoes. Like, stop playing with me. And I feel like that's where Chrissy is at, and that's why I like Chrissy. But before we get into it a little bit further, let me play you the audio, okay? So let me play you what Yandy said first. Now, this is the audio that I'm about to play first is when it first got brought up, okay? This is before Chrissy confronted her.
Jim Jones and partner Chrissy lose New Jersey mansion to foreclosure. House sold at auction for $100.
That's a lie.
Hopefully they all right. They go into details. It goes on to say the U.S. National Bank Association sued the reality star couple back in 2017 for allegedly failing to pay their mortgage since 2010. That's interesting. That's right around the time I stopped managing.
Yandy, that's messy.
I'm reading this. You want to take this up with the writer?
And y'all know firsthand that half of that is not true. And even if it is true, we don't want that in the blog.
Nobody's celebrating. We're not breaking a pinata over it.
Comment talking about that's around the time that she wasn't. It's a fact.
How close are you and Christina? Because your guard is so up about this.
And that's your friend.
That is my friend too.
Jonathan, you sitting here letting Yandy talk about Chrissy and she not there to defend herself? You supposed to be defending your other friend who is losing their house.
It's seeming very,
Well,
very best
I'm sure
friendish.
you feel that way because me and you are not friends, so I get it.
Okay. So Yandy was insinuating very much so like, girl, well, that's interesting because if you watched last week, then you know that Chrissy has always said that Yandy was one of the biggest problems with Yandy was the fact that, Yandy was always in Jim Jones' pockets, worrying about where he's spending his money. She would always have something to say about Jim Jones buying Chrissy a bag or a purse or purse or some shoes or anything. And Chrissy like, don't be worried about what my man is spending his money on regarding me. Like, you just a manager, like, do your job. Like, don't worry about how my nigga's treating me. And Yandy's whole thing was, well, that's when I stopped managing him, trying to tell him, how to spend his coin and things like that. And look, you guys are losing the place. And no shade. I mean, she had a point. They really set that alley-oop up for her to slam dunk it. I probably would have took that shot too. You know what I mean? Like, girl, you gave me all that about, not telling your man how to spend his coin. However, once I left the scene, you guys are losing houses and cars. Well, I added the cars part because it was for more dramatic effect. But you get what I'm saying. Y'all losing it all. All right. So that's what she said. And then when she got confronted, this is the energy she had. Now, this is Chrissy walking up on Yandy.
And then it said, in 2010, that's when the bills would stop being paid. And I'm like, damn, that's when I stopped managing him.
Do you think you made Jimmy or Jimmy made
What
you?
I'm trying to say is that's when I stopped managing him. I'm not sitting here saying, I wish that for her. Congratulations. I'm not that. I'm not a hater. I've never been.
You have to remember the source.
Everybody has a motive. It's much easier to get you off her neck to start something here. All it is shouldn't be going on.
I walked into this. What the you talking
You're
about?
right. And I'm not blaming you for that. I'm blaming the person that brought it on. It's not just this is not for you.
What are you doing? Where's the situation? Andy, you don't want no smoke. Stop talking to me like that.
It's not for you.
Stop talking to me like that.
Chris,
You got me up. You gonna stop talking to me like that because you with me now. I'm sitting
Let's
here
calm down.
listening to you and you talking, bitch. I'm gonna you up if you don't relax.
Period.
And then it said, in 2010,
Yandy was backtracking like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? She was backtracking. And Yandy did not want that problem with Chrissy like this. Yo, you better back up, bitch, because I'm about to pop, about to Kim Belly you. Like that Chrissy, that hoe was not playing. Like she was like, yo, what's all the rah-rah? What's all the rah-rah about? Like, who got, like, you, like, and no, not for nothing. You don't speak on, like, even if I'm not there, like, there ain't no yelling conversation amongst a bunch of bitches that don't like me and a bunch of people being messy, discussing me, because I'm automatically coming in with a problem. Huh? What? What'd you say? Bitch, what? Huh? What you talking about? Huh? Like, spit it out, because I don't like you. You don't like me, and y'all being messy. Like, it is what it is. And then so Chrissy was like, and she was like, they were like basically saying that, well, you can't believe Kimbella, but Chrissy's like, Jonathan, I know how you are, and Yandy, I know how you can be. So even if you didn't directly say that, you insinuated some shade. And she was absolutely correct. Yandy was being shady with that, but rightfully so.
Stupid.
Because she was about right shit. No shade. However, she lied. Girl, don't lie about it. Be about it. Live in your truth. You said what you said, mama. You know, I'm not really team Yandy like that. I don't really get into Yandy like that, you all. But I'm here for it. I'm here for the tea, girl. I'm here to be entertained. I'm here for all of that. So we're going to see where this goes this season. I think this is going to be a good season. That was honestly the most exciting thing. Y'all be wanting me to talk about Safari and Erica Mena. I just can't. Like, there's certain people that I cannot talk about. Like Safari and Erica Mena, those are two, and then Jason Lee. Like some people are just like, ugh, I can't do it. I'm not interested. Like, I just feel like that's just what they want. You know what I mean? So I just can't give them any attention. I don't care about Safari and Erica Mena. I just feel like Erica Mena look a fool. Safari's a fool. They're just two losers that linked up. You know what I mean? Two clout chasing losers that are do anything to be on TV that linked up. So I really don't give a damn about either one of them. So yeah, so that's what's going on with that, and so I'm here for it. Now I want to see if Yandy is really going. Well, I really wish Yandy would go ahead and get knocked. But really, what needs to happen is Jonathan needs to get knocked, because this girl is so messy. This is a messy queen. Oh, she's sloppy messy. And if I was Chrissy, I would curse her ass out too. Like, girl, you are way too messy to try to be both of our friends. You are not both of our friends, sweetie. You are Yandy's friend and not my friend. And then here's the thing: I don't understand why people are making it a big deal because Kimbella has moved on. That was 9 years ago when she got that legendary knocking. Okay, when she got that legendary knockout, that was about 9 or 10 years ago. She can grow and move on. What are you gonna do? Still be mad at the girl for knocking the shit out of you? You spoke out at the wrong time. So it is what it is. Yandy. My thing is, I would like Yandy if she like, cause she's the type of person that talks shit behind your back. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got slick shit to say behind your back. If that's the case, say the slick shit to my face. Like, keep the same energy. That's my whole thing with her. Don't backtrack now. You feel me? Like, don't backtrack now. Like, say what you mean then. Like, don't wait. So that's that on that. Let's move on. Well, let me see if you guys want to take